Philip Sears spent the last day before his retirement at the 2013 Hose Manufacturers Conference. Sears presented a paper on the first day of the conference that gave a look at materials from a supply chain point of view.
First off, he must meet the product's performance requirements. And in our business, in hydraulic hose, we have principally four things that a compounder has a challenge to do. And these four things are in absolute conflict at times with each other. We have to worry about what we call abrasion resistance. We have to worry about what we call ozone resistance. We have to worry about flammability, and we have to worry about cold freeze. So in other words, all we have to do is make a hose that'll work at minus 40 degrees. If it catches on fire, it'll go out in a couple of seconds and not have an afterglow. Will run forever over a cement path and won't be harmed at all by ultraviolet light. And that's all a compounder has to do, figure that out. But that's their role, and it's a critical role to do those things. Also, we have process engineers. Process engineers are the people who are looking at the flow of our material in the plants, the speeds at which it moves, the scrap plates, the line flow, all those wonderful things. And after sitting through 3 meetings this morning, I'm sorry, I've got to add R&D scientists. And that's our technology development people. In my language, that's the blue sky thinkers. But they're certainly a part of this whole chain. So from designing raw materials to compounding, to extruding, to mixing, to vulcanizing, to looking for technologies, that's the expertise you guys bring to the table. What I realized early, it's important that I understand what's the technical role, and they understand what's the supply side role. And material selection is not my job. My job is after you guys do your job. Neither is design and testing my responsibility. How often, how much, how long, not mine. But I got to make sure I support product that'll support that. Performance specifications. Steve talked about a compound formula, and I've seen a few hundred in my career. Generally, it's an ingredients list, it's a performance parameter list, and it's testing responsibilities. That makes up a recipe. A recipe is what do I put together, how should it test, and then ultimately, what does it perform to do? Certainly not my responsibility. Equipment design and selection. The last thing you want me to do is to tell you how to buy certain pieces of equipment. No idea. But my role is to make sure when you do it, we've done it with the right company, and I'll cover some things there in a couple of minutes. Latest technologies. That's joint, but not my responsibility. It's theirs if they want to put it. But it's my job to tell them they're putting something new into something old. Wait a minute. You're in the end of a life cycle of a product, and you're designing something that isn't going to be here in 2 years. It's already announced, or handwriting is on the roll. And it's also our joint jobs to gather intelligence in the market that we can pass back to our what? To our supply partners, marketing and sales. What do we see in here? What have I really said in closing? Number one, I've hoped to create an awareness that a joint team can and will develop the required materials from both a technical and a commercial requirement. And these technical and commercial joint teams can produce products that will meet the following parameters. Okay? Number one, they'll meet all the required performance parameters. Number two, they'll provide economics that will provide a competitive advantage that our customers, our mutual customers, will value, accept, and pay for. And finally, provides for continuous production of products to meet the customer's expectation and demands. Availability, adaptability, sustainability. And at the end of the day, this will be the last time I get to say this because I retire tomorrow. And I have thank you very much. It's been a wonderful ride. But I've said this 100 times, and a lot of my friends say, well, you write this down before you leave. I never say it the same way. But bottom line is this, gentlemen and ladies. Our suppliers make stuff, and we make things. We cannot make our things without their stuff. Their stuff is no good without our things. And if they don't make stuff and we make things, neither one of us make money. Thank you.